السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. Welcome to Sunday's reading of Hizbul, and welcome to really the last Sunday recitation, as we will be ending obviously on Wednesday with our daily recitations. Thursday will be the day of Eid, inshallah. So today will be the last Sunday, likewise Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, inshallah. For those of you that have been joining us daily, Allah bless you. All right, let's get started right away. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Share the screen. Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. اللهم لك الحمد كما أنت أهله فصلي وسلم على محمد كما أنت أهله وافعل بنا كما أنت أهله فإنك أهل التقوى وأهل المغفرة. ربي أوزعني أن أشكر نعمتك التي أنعمت علي وعلى والدي وأن أعمل صالحا ترضاه واصلح لي في ذريتي إني تبت إليك وإني من المسلمين. ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. اللهم إني أسألك بأني أشهد أنك أنت الله لا إله إلا أنت الأحد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. اللهم إني أسألك العفو والعافية في ديني ودنياي وأهلي ومالي يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك أستغيث أصلح لي شأني كله ولا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عين. اللهم إني أسألك الصحة في إيمان وإيمانا في حسن خلق ونجاة يتبعها فلاح ورحمة منك وعافية ومغفرة منك ورضوانا. اللهم اغفر لي ذنبي ووسع لي في داري وبارك لي في رزقي. اللهم اجعل في قلبي نورا وفي بصري نورا وفي سمعي نورا وعن يميني نورا وعن شمالي نورا ومن خلفي نورا ومن أمامي نورا واجعل من فوقي نورا ومن تحتي نورا. اللهم أعطني نورا واجعل لي نورا وفي عصبي نورا وفي لحمي نورا وفي دمي نورا وفي شعري نورا وفي بشري نورا وفي لساني نورا واجعل في نفسي نورا وأعظم لي نورا واجعل لي نورا. اللهم باعد بيني وبين خطاياي كما باعدت بين المشرق والمغرب. رب أعط نفسي تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها. اللهم حاسبني حسابا يسيرا. اللهم أعني على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. اللهم أصلح لي ديني الذي هو عصمة عمري وأصلح لي دنياي التي فيها معاشي وأصلح لي آخرتي التي فيها معادي. رب اغفر وارحم إنك أنت العز الأكرم. رب نجني من القوم الظالمين. رب انصرني على القوم المفسدين. رب إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي. اللهم إني أسألك من خير ما سألك منه نبيك محمد صلى الله تعالى عليه وآله وسلم وأعوذ بك من شر ما استعاذ منه نبيك محمد صلى الله تعالى عليه وآله وسلم. أنت المستعان وعليك البلاغ ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. So that is our reading. I mean, although we will stop, obviously, on Wednesday will be the last reading, but I encourage you all to continue reading the daily recitations, inshallah, of Hizbul. As you see, it doesn't take more than like 5-6 minutes. So just as an encouragement to, inshallah, read it every day. All right. So today we'll be covering 29th juz. The 29th juz begins with Surah Mulk, which is a Makki surah. It has 30 ayat and 2 rukus, and there are many ahadith testifying to the surah, the benefits and the virtues of this surah. One hadith mentions that An-Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said there are 30 verses of the Quran which will intercede for its reciter, and thus he will be forgiven. The reciter will be forgiven. It's known as mani'ah, right? The preventer, munjiyah, savior of the punishment of the grave. Thus, the practice of most of the mashayikh is that they recite the surah after Isha Salat with great punctuality, right? So later is better. So after Isha Salat is when a person is encouraged to recite it. Likewise, there are three basic themes are found in the surah. Number one, true kingship of the heavens and earth lies with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number two, there are open and clear proofs of his existence. And number three, the final result of the disbelievers on the day of judgment is mentioned, which is the of hellfire. Surah Qalam is next. It's a Makki surah, 52 ayat, 2 rukus. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes an oath on the qalam, which is the pen. And this oath makes apparent the greatness of the pen and it being a great bounty. And likewise, the greatness of the pen has also been mentioned in hadith, which mentions that the first thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created was the pen. And after being created, it was said to write. And it asked, what should I write? And Allah gave the answer, write taqdeer, whatever is going to happen. Thus the pen wrote down whatever would happen from that day till Qiyamah. Then Allah created Noon, which is the ink pot. It is by means of this pen that the knowledge of our predecessors have been transmitted to us, and it is a means of spreading information in the whole world. Okay, so we learn the importance of the pen, learning, teaching, and the environments that are conducive to that as well. Okay. Then we get to Surah Al-Haqqa. Surah Al-Haqqa is a Makki surah, 52 ayat, 2 rukus. Haqqa is one of the names of Qiyamah. And it means that which is definitely going to occur. So there's no doubt. Okay. Surah Ma'arij is the next surah, 44 ayat, 2 rukus. We're informed that the disbelievers are mocking Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his message, and they demand from him that he should quickly gather and bring the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala draws a picture of Qiyamah and explains the conditions of its sinners. Okay. Surah Nuh is mentioned next, which is Makki surah, 28 ayat and 2 ruku. And Nuh is mentioned. He is also known as Shaykh al-Anbiya. He is also known as, the second Adam, and how he invited his people. So the jinn is mentioned next. This is obviously talking about a group of jinn that heard the recitation of the Quran. So they were going with a few Sahaba, when Prophet was going with a few Sahaba to the marketplace of Ukaz at a place called Nakhla, and Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was performing the Fajr prayer. When the jinn arrived, they heard Quran being recited. Next is Surah Muzammil. It's a Makki surah, 20 ayat, 2 rukus. The one who's covered in a sheet, right? So this is also here. During the day, he would invite, and during the night, he would stand for long periods of salah and make sujood tilawah, make tilawah of the Quran, and perform sajda and ruku, and worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to such a degree that his feet would swell. Then you have Surah Muddathir, a similar surah, with it being mentioned, the one that is covered. And then Surah Al-Qiyamah is mentioned, giving a picture of the Qiyamah. Then trust is placed on fingerprints to identify someone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned this, that he will recreate the fingertips in the same form and manner in the hereafter as he had made them in this life. Okay. Then Surah Al-Insan, which is one of the surahs, which is the second surah, which is recited in the second rak'ah of Salat al-Fajr, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would recite in that Fajr prayer. And then we have Surah Al-Mursalat, which is a Makki surah, 50 ayat, 2 rukus, and Allah takes an oath on 5 things, okay, which you have been promised is certainly going to occur. And then Allah talks about the deniers of the Day of Judgment, and how people can enjoy their lives if they, if they want in this life. If they disbelieve, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will sees them in the akhirah. And that should suffice for now. Jazakumullahu khairan. See you all tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.